Hello, today we will see about flavor saver tomato. Flavor saver tomato is a species of tomato which is genetically modified. This flavor saver tomato was developed by Max Greger to increase the shelf life of the tomato. Or we can say that Max Greger developed this technique to increase the shelf life of the tomato. Shelf life means lifespan of the tomato. In normal tomato, what happen? The lifespan of a tomato is short. But in flavor saver tomato, it was modified in such a way that the lifespan of tomato was increased. As we know that in normal tomato, that is in raw tomato, the raw tomato is green in color and the ripe tomato is red in color. The raw tomato is converted into ripe tomato with the help of ethylene. And in raw tomato, the cell wall is hard, and in ripe tomato, the cell wall is soft. The aroma of raw tomato is different from the aroma of ripe tomato. We basically, when we go to market, we choose the tomato which is red in color and the tomato which is hard when we touch to the tomato. So we select the hard tomato and red color tomato. Coming to the internal structure of tomato. The internal structure of tomato, as we know that it is red in color in ripe tomato and green in color in raw tomato. This small circle represents the cell, and this is a cell wall which is covered by cell wall, and each cell wall or each cell is surrounded by middle lamella. Here the four circles represent the cell and the outer layer is known as cell wall, and each cell wall or cell is surrounded by middle lamella, and this middle lamella surround the cell wall and it provide shape to the cell wall, or due to which middle lamella the tomato is tight or hard. The middle lamella, coming to middle lamella, the middle lamella are made up of pectin, and this pectin is a polymer of galactose. Galactose, that is a pectin is a polymer of galactose. Coming to pectin, the pectin which is a polymer of galactose. The pectin are basically calcium pectate and magnesium pectate. Pectin break the PG enzyme which is present in tomato. The PG enzyme is also known as polygalacturonase, as a result of which middle lamella dissolved. Due to dissolve in middle lamella, the cell wall dissolve and the cell wall lose or degrade, as a result of which fruit ripe. The pectin, which is a polymer of galactose present in middle lamella, this pectin are basically calcium pectate or magnesium pectate. These pectin are broken down by PG enzyme, which is also known as polygalacturonase. After the dissolving of or after the breakdown of pectin, the middle lamella dissolve, as a result of which cell wall degrade. Due to the degradation of cell wall, the fruit ripes. But in flavor saver tomato, what happened? The pectin which is present in the middle lamella are not broken by PG enzyme. In flavor saver tomato, what happened? The polygalacturonase or the PG enzyme are inactivated, as a result of which there is no breakdown of pectin, no degradation of cell wall, and no fruit ripe. But in case of normal tomato, what happened? The polysaccharide, the pectin is dissolved by PG enzyme, as a result of which there is a breakdown of pectin, there is cell degradation, and there is fruit ripening. But in flavor saver tomato, PG enzymes are inactivated and there is no breakdown of pectin, no cell wall degradation, and no fruit ripening or delay in fruit ripening. How flavor saver tomato formed? Scientists from normal tomato isolated 3 desirable genes, that are PTOM53 gene, PTOM6 gene, PTOM13 gene. PTOM5 gene encoded the enzyme phyllin, and this synthesis lycopene, and this PTOM6 gene encoded PG enzyme or polygalacturonase, and this polygalacturonase help in cell wall degradation. And PTOM3 gene encoded ACC oxidase, and this synthesis ethylene, and this ethylene help in ripening of fruit. Coming to the process how this flavor saver tomato takes. As we know that transgenic plant are those plant in which from a normal plant the desirable genes are taken and introduced in some other plant is known as a transgenic plant. What scientists did? They selected a normal plant, and from this normal plant they isolated a segment of DNA. That segment of DNA strand encoded PG enzyme, and this DNA strand which code the PG encode the sense mRNA. So this DNA strand or the PG encode the sense mRNA, and this sense mRNA is involved in the ripening of fruit. The DNA strand which encode PG were inserted into the bacterium. This is a bacterium, and the DNA strand which encode the PG and the DNA of bacterium are integrated to form cDNA, that is a complementary DNA, and this complementary DNA were introduced into the normal tomato plant, as a result of which the transgenic tomato plant was formed. The cDNA does not encode the sense mRNA, but it encodes the antisense mRNA. This antisense mRNA and sense mRNA fused and formed double-stranded or fused, and as a result of this sense mRNA is neutralized, which help in fruit ripening, as a result of which no PG is formed, no PG enzyme is formed, no fruit ripening takes place. So this is all about process or stage through which it occur. How this occur? We can understand through this process also. What happened in normal tomato plant? A normal tomato plant, normal process take place. What happened in normal process? PGG formed, and this PGG PG enzyme will form or make mRNA, and this mRNA will form protein, and this protein will be responsible for the dissolved of pectin, and this dissolved pectin, after the dissolve of pectin there will be fruit ripening. But when the scientists isolated the DNA, the desirable gene from the tomato plant, they isolated PTOM6 or PG, and from this enzyme producing gene they form mRNA, and this mRNA undergo reverse transcriptase and form cDNA, and this cDNA was introduced to the tomato plant. This is a transgenic plant. As we saw that in normal plant, a normal process, PGG will form mRNA, and this mRNA will form protein, and this protein will help in dissolve of pectin, as a result of which the fruit will ripe. As soon as this mRNA will form, this process is already present in plant that we have inserted into the transgenic plant. When this normal process will take on or take place, as soon as this mRNA will form, the cDNA which is present in the plant complementary to mRNA comes, this cDNA which is present in the plant is complementary to mRNA. This cDNA and the mRNA will bind, and the mRNA, this is the mRNA and cDNA, they will bind. This mRNA, which is supposed to undergo translation to produce the enzyme, yet blocked by cDNA, and this cDNA, that is a complementary DNA, is complementary to mRNA, so it binds with mRNA, and thus silencing of mRNA will take place, and no PG gene will produce, and no PG enzyme will produce, and no fruit ripening will take place. What happened? In transgenic plant, from the normal tomato plant, we isolated PTOM6 and PG, and from this enzyme producing gene will make mRNA, and this mRNA will undergo reverse transcriptase and it will form cDNA, and this cDNA is isolated to the tomato plant, that is a transgenic plant. And in normal process, what happened? The PG gene will make mRNA, and this as soon as this mRNA will form in the normal process, in the normal plant, this mRNA, as soon as it will form, this cDNA is, which is already present in the plant, is complementary to mRNA, and this cDNA and mRNA will bind, and this mRNA, which is supposed to produce protein or enzyme, will be blocked by cDNA, and hence we can say that silencing of mRNA with the help of cDNA, as a result of which no PG gene will form and no fruit ripening will take place. So this is all about flavor saver tomato. Flavor saver tomato is nothing but a species of tomato which is genetically modified. As we know, in tomato, middle lamella is present, which is made up of pectin, and the pectin is broken down by polygalactourinase enzyme, and this breakdown of pectin by PG gene will result in dissolve in middle lamella, and this, due to middle lamella dissolved, cell wall will degrade and fruit be ripe, and fruit will ripe in normal tomato. But in flavor saver tomato, it was genetically modified in such a way that the PG enzyme or polygalactourinase will be inactivate, as a result of which no pectin will dissolve or will break down, no wall formation, cell wall will degrade, and no fruit ripening will take place. So we can say that the lifespan of a tomato is increased as result to the normal tomato. So here the shelf life of the normal tomato is increased. In case of flavor saver tomato, the shelf life of the tomato is increased as compared to the normal tomato. Thanks for watching my video.